This guy, Stuart Varney, on Fox Business Network, really is a loathsome guy. So we spoke yesterday about how President Obama is changing the overtime rules at the Department of Labor, and he's doing that simply to update the rules and to make them more fair. Well, how is Stuart Varney going to react? He's going to be outraged.
Now, the other side of the coin is the president is buying votes. He is commanding higher salaries for millions of people right before an election. Don't you think that those millions of people will be grateful and say, thanks for the pay raise, Mr. President, I'm voting Democrat? Don't you think that's there?
That's an interesting point as well.
That's called democracy, you idiot. Look at that. He's saying you can't do something immensely popular with the American people because that's buying votes. No, it's not, you dummy. It's democracy. This is an action that helps workers. Workers are the American people. It's not some sort of narrow special interest group. The real buying of votes in America comes in the form of corporations and Wall Street and the rich. But Stuart Varney flips it, and he makes it seem like helping out workers and helping out regular Americans and doing right by them, doing something immensely popular, is somehow buying votes. And the irony is Stuart Varney loves the kind of actual corruption that buys votes. The Wall Street corruption, the rich, the corporations buying our political system. But he's not done yet.
On workers and businesses and how they think and act and make decisions.
Let me take you back to Google, okay? In the early days of Google, they had all kinds of youngsters, up-and-coming strivers who would work day and night. So that's how they built the company. Tech startups with a drive to succeed and climb that food chain. Now, if you bring this in, those high-tech workers who started all these brilliant companies, they'll be on the clock. Instead of these overnight creative meetings, they'll be saying, oh, I just exceeded my 40 hours, I am due overtime. And if I don't get it, I'm going to sue.
Yeah, how dare those greedy employees that agreed to work overtime for you demand fair treatment. Gross, fair treatment is disgusting. It's unreal. Let me give you the numbers on this. Currently, if you make more than $455 a week, or $23,660 a year, your employer doesn't have to pay you overtime. If you make more than that little amount of money, $23,000 a year, they don't have to pay you overtime. They can make you work overtime and not pay you overtime. Okay. That hasn't been updated, get this, since 1975. Wow. All Obama wants to do is make it the same. He wants to make it equal to what it was in 1975 by adjusting for inflation. That's it. That's all he's asking for. So he wants to change it to $970 a week or $50,440 a year. Simply an adjustment for inflation, man. That's it. That's all it is. And he's acting like it's some sort of, dictator-like move that is repressing the poor, rich business owners. Those greedy employees, how dare they ask to be treated in a decent way?